I'm Mary Clark, 35 years old. I live with my husband John, whom I met at work and married, and our 5-year-old son Michael. After Michael was born, I quit my job to become a freelance systems engineer. Today, after dropping Michael off at daycare, I return home, thinking about my tasks and schedule for the day as I turn my key in the door. When I opened the door, I saw John with a suitcase, about to leave. Furrowing my brows, I asked him, "What are you doing?"
I'm going to a business trip, of course.
"You never told me it. Where are you going to?"
Singapore.
"What? Overseas?"
Oh, just stop. I have a flight to catch, so I'm leaving now.
At John's abrupt words, I respond in a low voice. "You'll regret this. It will be your final trip."
What did you say?
I said, "You'll regret it."
What the hell? Why are you so mad about my business trip? You're scary. Maybe I'll never come back.
Leaving those words behind, John quickly leaves. Even though John said it was a business trip, I knew it was actually a trip with his mistress. How did it come to this? Left alone at home, I reflect on the past while considering my future. It all started when John missed out on a promotion.
I didn't make it this year either.
What?
The promotion. I didn't get it.
I see. But you worked hard. You've achieved a lot at work. So let's try again next year, okay? 6 months ago, John missed out on his promotion opportunity. This wasn't just a one-time occurrence. It had been happening for several years, with 40-year-old John remaining a regular employee while his peers and juniors steadily climbed the ranks. Despite missing out on promotions, John would always say he'd keep trying. However, he was different this year.
It must be nice for you.
What?
You quit your job and went freelance so easily. You don't have anyone nagging you from above or younger bosses and colleagues making snide comments.
Well, yes, but
Maybe I should go freelance too.
what?
If I went freelance, I wouldn't have to deal with this crap every year.
Well, working solo is pretty tough too, you know?
Huh? Are you looking down on me?
What?
You mean someone like me couldn't make it on their own, right?
John suddenly shouted. I wasn't trying to belittle him. In fact, our fields are completely different. John is in sales, and I'm in a technical role. As a technical professional, my job was more suited to freelancing than John's sales role. Even so, when I first went independent, I struggled with unfamiliar tasks like sales and network setup, and John should have known about these difficulties. But seeing him so different now, I was at a loss for words.
Forget it.
What?
I'm just so tired of everything.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm tired of work, family, and everything.
John's words hit me like a punch.
I'm going to bed.
With that, he disappeared into his bedroom. The next day, he apologized, saying he was sorry for yesterday, but things started to change from then on.
I'm going out for drinks tonight, so no need for my dinner.
Okay, what time will you be back?
Oh, I don't know. Just go to bed.
All right. And he returned after midnight. His suits and the shirts sent for laundry had the lingering scent of women's perfume.
I'm going on a business trip to Seattle for 3 days.
What? You've never had an overnight business trip before.
What?
You used to say you were lucky that your territory was close by and you didn't have to travel overnight.
My assignment changed. Stop nagging me.
And just like that, John's business trips increased. From once a month to twice a month, and lately, almost every week. Yes, business trips aren't uncommon in sales. But at John's company, where I used to work, it's unusual for one person to have so many trips. Something was definitely off. Concerned about the lingering scent, I decided to talk to my best friend Kate, who still works at the same company as John, over dinner after work. Sorry for calling you out so suddenly.
No problem. How's Michael?
He's staying at my parents' tonight. Alice is spoiling him like crazy.
Oh, I see.
I have a sister, Alice, who is 5 years younger than me and still single, living at parents' home. While my parents adore their grandchild, Alice is especially doting to the point where it's almost comical. Kate, having seen them together several times, laughed at the memory.
So, what's up?
Aren't you busy with work right now?
Your husband's work isn't busy either, right?
Oh, so work is slow now?
What do you mean by that?
Has John really been reassigned to a job with so many business trips?
Huh?
John is supposedly on his business trip today, too.
John? But he's not on a trip today.
Really?
He was at the office as usual today.
I see. So I was right. John was probably meeting another woman under the guise of a business trip. Noticing my tense expression, Kate quickly added,
But it's true that his assignment changed and includes some overnight trips. He also has some day trips. Actually, his previous assignment had too few trips, and now it's more normal.
I see. Kate sighed and started speaking again, seeing that I was still troubled.
Actually, the reassignment was kind of sudden.
What?
You know John didn't get promoted, right?
Yeah, I know.
Right after that, John suddenly asked to change his assignment.
What?
I'm not in the same department, so I don't know all the details. But from what I saw, it seemed like John forced them to change his assignment.
Really?
Yes. Until then, he had requested assignments with as little travel as possible. But suddenly, he asked to switch with a newbie who had a lot of long business trips.
Did John say that?
Yes. Even the manager was surprised. Well, it seems the newbie was struggling with that territory. So in a way, John being more experienced was a better fit.
What? Why? Kate hesitated, looking like something was bothering her. Just say it. I can handle it.
Okay, I'll tell you. There's another person assigned to that territory, a woman named Christy. I think something's going on between them.
What do you mean by something?
I mean, I feel like John asked to be put in the same territory as her because they're involved.
Why?
Okay, I'll be honest. People have noticed them disappearing from the office and coming out of the archive room together. They've been seen out on all-day calls together, not returning until evening. Even after work, people have spotted them at nearby bars and pubs together until late.
So, Christy might be the one whose perfume I smelled on John's suit and shirts.
What?
When John comes home late, his suit and shirts sometimes have this lingering scent of women's perfume. I pulled out a handkerchief from John's suit pocket, still carrying the scent, and showed it to Kate.
Yeah, that's Christy's scent. It's that famous Chanel perfume.
I see. So, it's almost certain now.
Unfortunately, yes.
So, he's been saying he's on business trips but really meeting her. Today, he even left in our car, saying he had a business trip.
What? In your own car?
Yeah, it's strange, right? I noticed the car keys were gone, and when I checked the parking lot, the car was missing. Kate made a suggestion, seeing my forced smile.
Do you want to go check it out?
What does that mean?
I know Christy's address. Let's see if John is really going there.
You're right. We need to see it to believe it. If he's there, our car should be nearby.
Let's go then. I drove to work today, so I can take you there.
Kate and I quickly paid for dinner and drove to Christie's place. We saw two figures heading towards the apartment building from a nearby coin-operated parking lot.
What timing?
This is bad.
Hey, don't just stand there. I'll take pictures, you record a video.
Oh, okay. My hands trembled as I held the phone, whether from sadness or adrenaline. I couldn't tell. After they went inside, Kate gripped my hand tightly.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Kate, thank you.
Mary, can you be free next Wednesday and Thursday?
Why?
They have their business trip to Miami. I bet they're planning to spend time together there. Let's follow them.
All right, we've come this far. There's no turning back now. Michael has noticed something's off too.
Really?
He sees me looking sad sometimes and tries to cheer me up, saying, "Mom, let's hug." He even gets mad at John, telling him to be nicer to me. I can see Michael getting hurt by John's cold behavior.
That bad, huh? All right, I'll help you out. And our old colleagues will back you up too.
What?
Even if you quit, everyone still cares about you, Mary. Plus, it's easier to have someone on the inside, right?
Kate's sly smile lit a fire within me. Let's go all out. I'm going to take him down.
It's been a while since I've seen you this angry, Mary.
All his spending habits have finally turned towards another woman. It's the worst.
Wait a minute. John has a spending problem?
Yeah. To tell you the truth, he had to settle his debts and can't even get a credit card.
What?
The lease on our house is under my name, and the card he's using now is a family card under my name.
Seriously? Mary, you shouldn't put up with a guy like that. We'll help you, I promise.
Let's go back to my place and plan this out.
What?
You said you'd drive me home, right? There might be some evidence there, and you're staying over tonight, Kate.
Yes, ma'am. Got it, Captain.
We drove back to my place in Kate's car. With a highball in hand, we stayed up all night planning. About a month later, late at night, half a day after John had left for Singapore, my phone started ringing. Seeing the expected name on the screen, unable to suppress a smirk, I cleared my throat and tapped the screen.
Hey, why can't I use my credit card?
Even holding the phone away, I could hear his shouting. Don was clearly furious. What? What's wrong?
I tried to pay for something here, but the credit card isn't working. Did you do something? Huh.
Which card was that?
Don't play dumb. The family card you gave me.
Oh, that one. I canceled it.
What did you say? Why?
Because I don't need it.
Are you kidding me? I'm using it.
Oh, you mean the necklace, bag, and wallet from the luxury brand? I got a call from the card company because of the sudden high charges.
What do you mean, a call from the card company?
That card didn't have much activity for a long time, but then it was suddenly used frequently for expensive purchases. The card company thought it might be fraud.
Seriously?
I told them I hadn't made those purchases, so they investigated. They found out the charges matched the receipts and places where you'd been, the ones you threw away or left in your suit pockets. So they realized it was my husband. I knew it was you using it, but since it's a family card, it wasn't hard to figure out anyway. John was silent, probably in shock. I continued talking. So, I asked them to cancel it. I don't need it if I'm not using it.
But I'm using it.
Or rather, you're using it for someone else, right?
What?
Are you using women's jewelry and bags for yourself?
What?
Is that your new hobby?
No.
I don't know who you're giving those to, but the card is in my name. The bills come to me, so I canceled it. Any objections?
How am I supposed to manage here? I need money for food and other expenses, even on my business trip.
Don't worry. You don't need to make excuses about your business trips.
What?
Enjoy your last date as much as you can.
What?
Oh, and by the way, your phone is going to stop working soon.
What?
You'll have to buy a new SIM card or something over there. Bye. I ended the call abruptly and blocked John's number. I wondered how many days it would take for him to try to contact me again. As I pondered this, I looked at the pile of moving boxes in front of me. The truth was, right after John left for his supposed business trip, I had moved out. Kate had told me about John's long vacation, which coincided with his overseas trip with his mistress.
Are they really going overseas together?
Yes, he bought 2 tickets to Singapore with a family card I gave him. The dates match perfectly with his vacation. He even had a Singapore guidebook hidden away. It's confirmed.
Is he an idiot for using his wife's card for this?
Yeah, he's pretty stupid. That's why I'm moving out while he's away.
What?
The house is under my name, and the car is under my name too.
What? The car too?
Yes, and even the phone is under my name. So I'm going to take care of everything while he's on his little trip.
Everything?
I found this in his suit pocket the other day. I showed Kate the completed divorce papers I had found in John's pocket.
Who keeps something like this in their suit pocket?
It shows how careless and excited he is. If he's thinking that way, then so am I. No complaints, right?
Absolutely.
So, I'll get everything done at once. I remembered the day I found the divorce papers, feeling a cold anger. Packing, moving, and unpacking all in half a day was tough, but at least I managed to finish unpacking Michael's room by the end of the day. Tomorrow was Saturday, and Alice was coming to help with the unpacking and cleaning. She had also agreed to babysit Michael. I'll take care of everything during that time. Lost in these thoughts, I fell asleep, waking up the next day to another busy day. By nightfall, I finally had a moment of peace, but then my phone rang again. The screen showed an unknown number. Despite the quicker than expected call, I answered without hesitation. That was faster than I expected.
What?
It was John. I thought it would take longer. So you got a new SIM card?
Don't underestimate me. Even I can do that. But what's this about canceling the phone plan?
What are you talking about? What were you thinking, pretending it was a business trip and going to Singapore with your mistress?
I told you. It's a business trip.
Are you still making excuses? I know everything.
What?
I know you took vacation days to match your mistress's schedule, and you're in Singapore right now.
How did you know about it?
You are too careless.
What?
Kate, who works at the same company, checked your vacation and business trip schedules. And you bought the plane tickets by my family card, so it was easy to find out. You even had a Singapore guidebook at home. How could you lie about a business trip and go on a trip with your mistress?
Well,
By the way, I also know that you lied about business trips and stayed at your mistress's place.
oh my God.
That woman, Christy Williams, your junior, who joined the company after I left, lives in Queens, right?
What? How do you know?
Do you remember that I used to work at your company?
Oh, that's right.
I get information from Kate, our old colleagues, and even my former juniors and seniors. Things like how you forced a change in your assignment to work with her, how you both disappear together during work hours, or how you're often seen together at bars near the office.
Geez.
Kate knew her address. We saw you go into her apartment building together.
What?
You parked our car nearby and walked to the apartment, all lovey-dovey. We took pictures and videos as evidence, so it's confirmed.
What the hell are you doing?
Gathering evidence of your affair. You lied to me about business trips and spent the night at her place.
When did you find out?
I've known for a while now.
Oh no.
When you came home late or returned from a business trip, your suit and shirt smelled like women's perfume. Sometimes even your underwear.
What?
Apparently, you got so used to the smell that you didn't notice, but it was very obvious to me. I had Kate smell a handkerchief you had, and she immediately recognized Christie's perfume.
Is that much?
People at the company noticed the perfume smell too.
Really?
After you two came back from the archive room, they often smelled that perfume on you. The scent was so strong that your colleagues figured you must have been very close to her.
Jesus Christ.
People your age should know better. You two were so obvious that many people suspected something was going on. Don was speechless at my barrage of information. Of course, he never imagined I knew this much. He probably thought he could go on his merry way with his overseas trip, but that's not all. By the way, even Michael noticed.
Michael, no way.
You let him play games on your phone at home, right?
Yeah.
Well, he read the messages from your mistress.
No way. Michael can't read yet.
Seriously? How old do you think Michael is? He's already 5. He can read and write not just the alphabet, but even simple sentences.
Are you really?
Michael noticed something was off between us. He didn't tell me directly, but told Alice when he was at my parents' house. He said, "Dad keeps saying he loves someone named Christy." I never imagined Michael would notice, but he did. The day I left Michael with my parents and met Kate, he shared an unbelievable story with Alice.
Alice,
Yes, Michael? Are you sleepy?
no. It's just that Dad and Mom don't seem to get along.
Really?
Yes. And Dad says he loves someone named Christy.
What? Someone named Christy?
When I was playing games on Dad's phone, messages from Christy kept popping up.
What did they say?
Stuff like "I had fun last time, I can't wait to see you, and I love you."
Really?
Yeah, they keep coming. Even though Mom is crying, Dad just keeps getting mad.
Mom is crying?
She was crying yesterday too. Alice, I hate seeing Mom cry. I hate Dad for saying he loves someone named Christy.
I was shocked. I never imagined Michael would say something like this, or feel this way. That's why I had to leave John. I couldn't let a traitor like John hurt Michael any longer. As a mother, I knew this was the right decision. To be hated by Michael. What have you done?
That's none of your business. I want to enjoy my life.
Fine then. Have it your way.
What?
I've already filed the divorce papers as you wished.
What do you mean?
I found the signed divorce papers in your suit pocket, filled out my part, and submitted them to the court today.
No way.
After a loud scream from the phone, John's endless shouting echoed. Why should I be the one getting yelled at? I switched to speakerphone. If you don't calm down, I'm going to hang up. With that, he quieted down, my ex-husband.
You submitted them. So it's done?
Yes, I submitted them first thing this morning. We've been strangers for over half a day now.
Oh my God.
Isn't that what you wanted? Why else would you have signed divorce papers in your suit pocket? Not noticing they were gone is pretty stupid, though.
Shut up.
So, I submitted them to fulfill your wish of being with Christy. Canceling the card and phone was part of that, so you should be grateful.
Grateful. What the hell are you talking about? Who do you think you are?
Who do I think I am? I'm someone who's had to deal with your nonsense for too long.
My parents won't allow this. Your parents won't either.
What?
Your family is proper and strict. They won't allow their eldest daughter to get divorced.
Of course they will.
What?
My parents dote on me. If they find out their beloved daughter was cheated on and mistreated, they'll demand I come home immediately.
Oh no. You cannot be serious.
And I've already informed your parents.
Are you serious?
I had to send your stuff to them, so I called them yesterday. They understood completely.
My stuff. What stuff?
Your belongings from the house. I packed everything and sent it to your parents' place.
Why?
Because I moved out.
Did you move out?
We're divorced. We can't live together anymore, so I moved.
Are you kidding me? You could have left my stuff at the houses.
The house is leased under my name. I'm not leaving you there, especially when you haven't paid a dime in rent.
Because
You have no right to complain. When you come back, you won't be able to get into the house. Go to your parents' place. John mumbled something in response. His words were not clear to me. Frustrated, I warned him again that I would hang up, and John threw back his response.
I can't come back to the States.
What?
I don't have a return ticket. I can't come back.
His weak voice came through the phone. Looks like you only bought a one-way ticket.
I was scared you'd find out about the big charge.
If you were that worried, you shouldn't have bought the ticket or the luxury goods in the first place.
I know, but now I don't have a return ticket.
Use cash or a debit card. Figure something out.
I don't have enough money left to buy a ticket.
Seriously, that's embarrassing. Your spending habits haven't changed at all. What about your girlfriend? Why don't you ask her to cover for you? John fell silent. After a long pause, he muttered something in a low voice.
She already left.
Why?
She bought a ticket for herself and left.
No way. I couldn't help but burst into laughter. I was in hysterics. John had been dumped by his girlfriend. I didn't know what happened between them, but it was a fitting end. Christy left you?
Yes.
So, she went back alone, leaving you behind? Did she tell you that a man with no money is useless?
Well,
I hit the nail on the head. She was the kind of woman who demanded luxury goods and overseas trips from a man. When the money runs out, so does the relationship. At her age, it makes sense for her to find another man who can support her lifestyle. It looks like your parting words came true. There really is power in words.
what did you say?
I told you you'd regret it, and you said you might never come back.
I did say that.
Now you have no money, no ticket, no family, no girlfriend. Why not just stay there?
No way. I'm coming back. Do something.
But you might lose your job too. Is there any point in coming back?
What do you mean?
I submitted evidence to your company.
Evidence of what?
Your affair with Christy.
What?
I couldn't let your little love affair, disguised as business trips and outings, go unchecked. I even went to your so-called business trip destinations to gather evidence.
No way.
I have plenty of photos and videos that will be very useful.
You're crazy.
No, you're the crazy one, abandoning your family for your selfish desires.
I'm sorry.
I don't need your last-minute apology. You and your girlfriend will have to take full responsibility for everything.
What do you mean, everything?
You have responsibilities to us, to the company, and to society. And you'll also need to repay all those unauthorized charges through our lawyer.
What?
You have no right to complain. This is the consequence of your actions. Do your best to find a way back home. I said everything I needed to say. There was nothing left to discuss. The rest will be handled thoroughly through my lawyer. I hung up and blocked his number again. Later, I found out from Kate that John had returned to the States. A lot happened after that, and today we're having a small celebration at my house, enjoying a relaxing lunch on this weekend afternoon. He stormed into the office, yelling at our manager, "It's not my fault. It's all her doing, trying to blame everything on you," Kate said with an exasperated look. He was probably furious. His parents took their time sending him the money for a return ticket.
It can't be helped. His parents knew how unreliable he was and put their full trust in you, Mary, for supporting him so diligently. Betraying you is just him reaping what he sowed.
Yeah, when I called about our divorce, his parents kept apologizing.
3 weeks is long enough for a grown man to figure out how to survive.
By the time John finally returned, everything had changed. The evidence Kate and I submitted to the company was enough to take action. Christy, who had returned early, received an email from the company, came in crying, and had a meeting with her boss. If she was going to cry, she shouldn't have done it in the first place.
That's harsh, but it's true for you, Mary. So, are you able to get the alimony?
There's no way they can get out of it. Thanks to our brilliant lawyer, things are progressing smoothly.
That's great. He's really amazing, isn't he?
Yeah, thank you so much for the help.
What about John?
He's at his parents' house after quitting the company. His parents called me.
They're really good people. How did they end up with a son like him?
I wondered that too.
And then?
They assured me firmly that they would make sure you and Michael get the alimony and child support you need, so we won't have to worry.
That's really comforting.
Yes, all thanks to our wonderful lawyer managing things smoothly.
I'll let him know.
But seriously, I owe Kate and her lawyer boyfriend so much for their help this time. Michael, Alice, and my parents have also supported me, and we will need to continue supporting each other in the future. Is there anything I can do to thank them? I murmured softly, and Kate responded with a mischievous grin. What?
Let's go on a trip.
A trip?
Yes, a trip. You deserve a change of scenery, and your family needs a break too.
That's true. I do have some money now, and it's best to use it for everyone.
Exactly. For now, just go on a trip with your family. Whether it's somewhere in the country or even overseas, it doesn't matter.
Are you teasing me?
No, I mean it. Do something big. You've gotten rid of all the unnecessary baggage.
True. But how about you guys?
Just treat us to something nice later. Our friends want to see the happy you again.
Oh my gosh, you're making me cry.
What?
Everyone has been so good to me.
Well, of course, you're loved by everyone. You'll be fine without a man or two in your life.
I clinked my glass lightly against Kate's, saying, right? The love I received from everyone is something I'll cherish and repay throughout my life. First, I took a slow sip from my glass, thinking of all the fun times we would have together and picturing everyone's faces.